One day, the chair will be empty. Not today, maybe not tomorrow, but eventually. The one next to you at dinner. The one on the porch where you drank coffee and talked about nothing. The one in the car where you always played that same old song. What we miss most isn't things. We remember smiles, eye rolls, little gestures no one else ever saw. It's not the big moments that haunt us. It's the tiny ones we never thought were moments. The way they stirred their tea, the way they answered the phone, the way they said your name like it meant something. That's what the empty chair reminds us of. Not drama, not arguments, just presence. Presence, not perfection. We wait so long for things to be right. We say, we'll go visit when work slows down. We'll call when we're in the right mood. We'll make time when we have more time. But time isn't a guarantee. It's a gift, and it runs out quietly. One morning, the chair is still there, but they're not. You think you'll remember every detail. You don't. You try to recall their voice, but it fades. You look at photos, but they're still. They don't shift in their seat. They don't laugh mid-sentence. They don't turn their head when you speak. The empty chair becomes a memory museum. And suddenly all you want is one ordinary day again. One laugh, one bad joke. One more time they say, you're overthinking it. Just one. Don't wait for a moment to become precious. Treat it like it already is. Because one day, even the most ordinary moment will feel like gold. You don't notice it when life is full. When there's noise, movement, chaos. When schedules are packed and the phone keeps ringing. But then one day, it's quiet. And you hear the space they used to fill. The silence is the loudest sound. No footsteps in the hallway. No voice from the kitchen. No one asking, want some tea? And that's when it hits. Not like a thunderstorm, but like fog. Slow, creeping, heavy. We spend our days trying to be efficient. Optimized, productive, focused. But for what? What are we rushing toward? One day you would give anything to go back and slow down. To pause. To sit together without a reason. Not every moment has to be memorable. It just has to be shared. That's enough. The longest-running Harvard study on adult development found a single predictor of lifelong happiness. Warm relationships. Not income. Not titles. Just connection. We chase big dreams. We post achievements. We climb ladders. But when the chair's empty, none of that climbs in to hug you. Hospice nurses report the same pattern worldwide. People rarely regret what they failed to achieve. They regret the words they never spoke, the dinners they skipped, the time they thought they had. Grief doesn't care about your resume. It cares about what you didn't say, about the joke you cut short, about the hug you skipped, about the call you postponed. Neuroscience shows that social pain lights up the same brain regions as physical pain. Loneliness isn't an emotion. It's a health risk. So is silence. Love has no calendar. It doesn't care if it's Wednesday or Sunday, if it's efficient, if it makes sense. It just wants to be felt. Now, while the chair is still filled. Because one day, you'll look at that chair and wish you'd looked up more often when they were in it. You'll wish you'd asked that one question you kept putting off. The one that starts with, "Can I tell you something I've never said?" We think we have time, and then we don't. People think time heals everything. But time alone does nothing. It's what you do with the time. We wait for a moment to feel big enough, important enough, perfect enough. But connection doesn't wait. It just is. There's no ceremony when someone's gone. No big warning, no countdown, just absence. And we sit there, in the same place, staring at the chair, wishing we'd paid more attention to how full it used to feel. Studies show that the number one regret near the end of life is not spending more time with loved ones, not chasing dreams, not taking risks, but being too busy for the people who mattered most. That truth is quiet. It doesn't trend. But it's what 80-year-olds say when the world has gone quiet. They say, I wish I'd made more time for my sister. I wish I'd called my dad back that day. I wish I hadn't waited for the perfect moment. Because the perfect moment was already there. It was Tuesday night on the couch. It was a walk around the block. It was that one phone call you didn't take. We remember the ordinary once it's gone. We miss the background noise, the humming, the sighs, the silence between the words. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting. Our brain stores the feeling of people, not just their words. That's why the empty chair hurts, because it reminds you of the emotion that lived there. So what do? We sit with those who are still here. We listen. We touch. We laugh at bad jokes. We ask, how was your day? And mean it, because this moment is already a memory in the making. And one day, this chair will be the one someone else remembers. Not for what you said, but for how you made them feel. In the end, it's not about the chair. It's about who filled it and what we gave them while they did.